Good morning. And good morning to everyone online. It's my birthday month. I didn't get to enjoy the cake with you guys on the 5th because I was up at Busch Gardens on all the roller coasters. Flying through the sky. Had a good time. So today, this month's theme is freedom. And so today I'd like to guide us into a meditation that a little bit more into the silence perhaps than what we're used to, and just, invite, this is a way, there's so many different ways of meditating, right? So many different ways of meditating. So just inviting you into this space here. And so as you get comfortable in your seats, there's no rules to how you need to sit. If it feels comfortable to have your feet flat on the floor, do so. If you'd like to cross your legs at the ankles, do so. If you'd like to sit on the edge of your seat, sit up tall, do so. If you'd like to allow yourself to just rest heavily in your seat, do so. And as you get settled, again, knowing wherever your hands are placed is perfect. If you'd like to cross them in your lap, do so. If you'd like to have them palms up, do so. Palms down on your lap, do so. You have freedom here in this meditation. And start to take some nice deep breaths in. I like to breathe in through my nose and hold it at the top. And exhale slowly and completely. However, if there's another way that you like to breathe, as you settle your body relaxing, do so. And as you breathe, start to just pay attention to your inner world, any vibrations you might feel, expansion and contraction of your lungs and belly. Start to draw your attention to all of the tiny muscles in your head, scalp, face. And imagine that they are dripping like water, softening. Drawing your attention now to the muscles in your neck. Imagine that they release and soften. Picture it in your mind. And now turning your attention to your shoulders. And imagine as if they were maybe ice cubes. Allow them to just melt. And again, as you are allowing each muscle to relax, taking note without judgment, your inner life. Any thoughts that come up, something you forgot to do, something that you need to remember, something happening later today, just let them float by. Just say to yourself, isn't that interesting? And let it go. Allow yourself to have this gift, this moment, being right here, right now, the freedom of being right here, right now. Scanning your body if there's any other muscles as you move down through your torso, through your legs, to your feet. Any other muscles that could use some melting, allow them to melt. For those of you that like to have something to focus on as we go into some silence here, you can ponder the question, where in my life could I use more freedom? Where in my life could I use more freedom? If you'd rather have the freedom of just noticing where your mind goes and releasing those thoughts, you may choose. I'll be back in a few moments. Enjoy. that it is to have this moment for ourselves. This moment to commune with Spirit. This moment to understand more of who we truly are. Take a moment now to save any wisdom that's come up during this meditation for you. Without judgment, just take it in. Starting to breathe more deeply. Perhaps moving your toes and your fingers. Coming back into the room. As we wrap up this meditation, just know that any moment of any day, you have the freedom to choose this. Namaste. For those of you that wish to stay in here in the silence, you may. If you want to mingle, grab some coffee or water, you can head out into the lobby, and we'll see you back here in 15 minutes for our service. Thank you.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How is everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wherever you are on your spiritual path, you are so welcome here. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Shel Redfern. I'm one of the staff ministers here at the center. And again, wherever you are on your spiritual path, we are so glad that you are with us today. That's my introduction there. We're going to talk about personal ecology today, based on writings of Michael Bernard Beckwith in Spiritual Liberation. That's our book of the month. One of my favorites, and I know I say that a lot. I read a lot. So, all right. My thingy's not working here. So let's join together in our affirmation. This is our why. This is our big reason that we're here as a center. This is why we gather as people to remember this. Ready? All together now. As unique and individualized expressions of God, we are here to inspire, educate, and empower each other to practice kindness, compassion, and forgiveness, study the science of mind and spirit, and embody unconditional love. Our purpose is to be a beneficial presence everywhere we are. Simply, we are here for God. I swear that changes on a weekly basis, doesn't it? But it's getting better, clearer. I like it. Any first-time visitors here with us? Anybody here for the first time? Welcome. So I hope that you got a welcome package on the way in. If not, we will make sure to get one on over to you. Glad you're here with us today. You'll probably get a lot of hugs and greetings in a minute here. And now's our time to shuffle around and say hi. Oh, there's more over there? Hello, welcome. Sorry, didn't mean to not acknowledge you. Now's time for hugs and handshakes and greet your neighbors, and then when you hear the music get queued up or listen for me, then it'll be time to do our little dancing song in. So we'll see you in a couple of minutes. Okay. All righty. Who'd like to join me? I call them my solid gold dancers. She calls them the choir. We can't have an empty stage here. Do we have no solid gold dancers today? Oh, come on. Thanks, B. Excellent. So, I know. Everybody's missing here. So we're gonna sing Use Me. And so I invite you, the words are going to be on the screen. And so I invite you to sing along as well. This is a wonderful, wonderful song. And I think it was introduced to you last week, yes? Yes, they are. These are the folks that are going to be here this coming week to do the concert on Friday. So definitely take note. They're absolutely wonderful. I invite you to stand and join as we sing Use Me.
All right, we've got one more song for you guys. This time we want you to sing along. So join us in this beautiful song, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I abide as you show me all that I must do. I used to think that God was the sun, God is the sun, but God's so much more than the earth and the stars and all of creation. God is creator, all in all, and God needs us to shine its light. God needs us to shine its light. God needs us to shine its light as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I abide as you show me all that I must do, as you show me all that I must do.
Oh man, it's been so long since I've heard that song. I love that song. It's a good one. Is that a Ricky Byers? Yes, it is. Oh, that's what I thought. Ricky Byers.
When I was way off key, I was singing her way, not
Yeah. If you've ever been to Agape in Los Angeles, that's where she used to be all the time. All right, let's see here. My name is Dawn Bauer, by the way. I am a religious science practitioner, and I am going to do a little announcements. But first, I just want to acknowledge Melissa Arterberry, who is also a practitioner, is holding vigil online today. So she's holding vigil knowing that service goes well today and sitting in meditation. So we're just acknowledging her for that. She's not here present in the room, but she is here. You know what I mean? Do I have to push my own buttons? Announcements! Yay. There it is. Okay. This is my clicker. You're doing a great job. July 17th from 6:30 to 8, the people that you just saw singing are going to be here for a concert. And I hear they're amazing. I have not seen them before. I hear they're amazing. They are from the Unity of Naples. They're the music directors down there. So it's $25, and that includes food and drink. So please come and fill the room. You get to be like front row seats right here with them. Wow, that was amazing. And then we have our Wise Women's Tea, Wisdom of Women this month. And that is Sunday, July 19th, so next Sunday after service. And that'll be facilitated by Reverend Denise. And $10 love donation. Nobody will be turned away. Wow. That was before I even clicked it. That was impressive. And we started our, what are we calling this? Feel Good Friday? Yeah, we started our Feel Good Fridays. And this month, on Friday, July 24th, is going to be Kirtan. So if you've never done that before, I can't tell you much more about it because I've never done it before either, but it sounds really fascinating, and our practitioner, Linda Lloyd's going to be leading that. So it's dancing, singing, connecting, and really beautiful. And that is from the, what's the name of the? Sufi Kirtan. And that was a $15 love offering, by the way. And then there's always these things. Every Monday, we have A Course in Miracles. On Tuesdays, we have Ink and Insights book study. And Wednesdays, we have our Science of Mind study group. So, and we have plenty of other classes, too, if you want to dive in a little bit deeper. And if you need a prayer, please, this is new here, prayer at cslcapecoral.org. That will go right into our prayer ministry, and we'll make sure that we are praying on whatever it is that you need. All right. Perfect. Well done, Clicker. So our reading today is from Spiritual Liberation, our book of the month, by Michael Bernard Beckwith, and it's from page 67. Our self-growth is fueled by the contents of our inner ecology. Our inner ecology is qualified by the personal laws of life by which we live. It's an illuminating, often startling, revelation to evaluate our personal laws of life. Whether or not you are aware that they are operable in your life, whether or not you have consciously explored them, they are the causality of the conditions and circumstances present in your life that determines your priorities, the quality of your relationships, finances, creative expression, physical well-being, and the spiritual path that you do or do not follow. The state of mind in which you meet the circumstances in your life, be it laughter, tears, joy, fear, courage, integrity, generosity, creativity, confusion, clarity, acceptance, resistance, crazy thoughts, wise thoughts, is according to your personal laws of life. And now let us take this into our prayer and blessing for today. And just breathing in this awareness that our inner ecology is that God ecology. It is that inner wisdom, that love that is in all of life and resides within us as well. Knowing that I am one with that source, that my inner ecology is guiding if I choose to listen. The same is true for each and every person in this room, that our inner ecologies are guiding and co-creating our life. Knowing that as we stay in touch with that inner wisdom, all is well, all is perfect, all is exactly unfolding as we need it to. And knowing that today's service is blessed, and we are so blessed to have Reverend Shell up here using her inner ecology to express herself, her divine nature is coming through today as she shares in the joy and wisdom of who she truly is. And I'm just so grateful to know this truth and release these words into the law, knowing they are done. And so it is. Reverend Shell will be up right after our Bill Metz musical inspiration.
I feel like I need to inform you that this song was written by a friend of mine named Roy Schneider. thank you for being so kind and understanding. Lost in the limbs of a cherry tree, watching lazy blossoms falling down by the millions on every breeze. Breathing in the sunshine is easy when you're a stranger in town. And all your troubles seem so far away for just one day, so you just keep moving around, moving around. And you wish that you could find a way to change the world today, and you hope someday you will, somehow. Keep on smiling, scattering all your seeds in between the weeds and whistling reeds until you got someone singing along. Because the world needs a lot more loving in it, a lot less pushing and shoving in it. And if you don't mean to do me wrong, we can disagree and still get along. Looking around at everyone. Of course you know I got no way to know which side of that old fence you're on. But I'm gonna sing for you. Maybe later on we can grab a drink or two. And all our troubles seem so far away, for just one day away from the doom and gloom. And we wish that we could find a way to change the world today, and we hope someday we will, somehow. Keep on smiling, scattering all our seeds in between the weeds and whistling reeds until we got someone singing along. Because the world needs a lot more loving in it, a lot less pushing and shoving in it. And if you don't mean to do me wrong, we can disagree and still get along. Soon that old sun will be going down. Lazy blossoms will still be falling while the moon's hanging over the town. And I'm playing another show in another town, gonna give it a go. Well, all my troubles seem so far away for just one day, so on down the road I blow. And I wish that I could find a way to change the world today, and I know someday I will, somehow. Keep on smiling, scattering all my seeds in between the weeds and whistling reeds until I got someone singing along. Because the world needs a lot more loving in it, a lot less pushing and shoving in it. And if you don't mean to do me wrong, we can disagree and still get along. The world needs a lot more loving in it, a lot less pushing and shoving in it. And if we don't mean to do our ourselves wrong, we can disagree and still get along. Lost in the limbs of the cherry tree.
I don't know, Mark, you might be right. I said I was going to use the handheld, but I think it might just be too much. He said, you know, it'd be kind of like walking and chewing gum shell. Don't know if you can do it. It's true. I don't think I can hold on to the mic and this at the same time now. Yeah, be like Dawn. Oh, good morning again. So your personal ecology, that reading was something, wasn't it? It was short, but it was really precise and to the point about what Michael Beckwith is talking about when he's speaking about personal ecology. I don't know, guys, it's still not. I'm going to have to do it like Dawn. Click. Huh? So everyone has personal laws, even if we never chose them. And because these beliefs operate beneath our awareness, they feel like facts rather than choices. That's really what he means by personal ecology. That we all are governed by these laws. We have the laws like the law of circulation, the law of attraction. Those are the laws that kind of mandate planet Earth that we're in. But we also have personal laws. And the thing about our personal laws is most of the time we don't know that we have them. They're the rules. They're the lens through which we see the world. They actually dictate what our lens is. And it was said in, I want to say, What the Bleep, that when the Pilgrims arrived here in this country, that the native people didn't even see them because a ship was so far out of their field of awareness they didn't even see it in the water. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But we do know that things like when we buy a car, we don't see a lot of them on the road when we buy them, but then once we have it, we see them everywhere, right? It's our field of awareness. So our laws actually dictate what our field of awareness, and therefore what we'll let into our life, what we'll let into our experience, what we won't let into our life, what we won't let into our experience. Our laws dictate that. Click. You're so much better than that. You have a good noise. From the reading, our self-growth is fueled by the contents of our inner ecology. Our inner ecology is qualified by the personal laws of life by which we live, which is what I was just talking about. Click. Guys, oh, thank you. Whether you are aware that they are operable in your life, whether or not you have consciously explored them, they are causality of the conditions and circumstances present in your life. They are causality. They are the cause of the circumstances, what you see around you, and the conditions, how you feel in your life. These laws mandate that, the ones that we have created in our brain. So what creates these? Experiences. The ego creates these laws. The ego absolutely creates these laws for good reason. What is the ego's job? Protection. The ego's job is to keep this vehicle that is transporting you all over the place during this life experience safe. And therefore, it creates a bunch of rules and laws that either we're conscious of or we're not conscious of to keep this safe. That's 100% why they're there. 100%. Not so that we have a greater life experience, but actually so we have a safe one. That's a really huge discernment, isn't it? It's a really huge discernment. Click. Thank you. So, if I don't say thank you every time, do you guys know I'm really grateful for you? Okay. All right. So, when I turned 50 years old, I sat on the beach with my good friend Gloria. We're sitting on the beach and we're enjoying the sunshine. And I said to Glo, I said, okay, top 10 moments of your first 50 years. Because we both turned 50 that year. And she said, huh. She thought about it and she said, well, the birth of each one of my kids. I said, yeah. And she said, when I married John. And I said, yeah. So that's 3. And she just kept thinking about it and thinking about it. I said, you can't think of any more? And she said, well, you do it. I said, okay. Huh.
They were all being birthday.
I didn't know you at 50, honey. Or I'm certain they would have been. Oh. So it must have been my 40th birthday. You know, you're right. You're right. I didn't know you when this conversation was happening, so it must have been my 40th birthday, not my 50th. So I started thinking about it. Now, when I say that to you, just be a little conscious of what comes up. What are the top 10 moments of your first, now it would be 60 years. You know, what are the top 10 moments of my first 60 years? Boy, you know what came to mind right away? All the sucky ones. And I'm like, what the heck is that about? Why, when I ask myself what are the top 10 moments of my first whatever years, do the bad things come up? And I said that to Gloria at the time. I said, I can just list boom, 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 the sucky moments. And we talked about it for a while. And it was almost like we didn't want to put something in a top 10 moment because then we might run out of them. Or, you know, I don't know what it was. I don't know what that was about. But I can tell you, I made a conscious decision in that moment that I was going to notice. And I was going to make top 10 moments, and there could be more than 10. And my life shifted because of that. And I realized that one of my rules was to hang on to the yuck, not the good. And I decided to change it right then. So now, if you were to ask me this, the day I met Leland is one of them. The day my ex John proposed to me is one of them. And actually, that was on my 40th birthday. That was an engagement that broke up when I was in my early 20s. And Gloria looked at me and said, how can you say that with how that turned out? I said, well, it turned out really horribly. But that moment was awesome. And I can hold on to that moment without the outcome and still enjoy it. It's how John and I got to be friends right up until he died. So that's good, right? The first time I saw a redwood was amazing. Amazing. The first time I saw phosphorescence, have you guys done that? First time I saw phosphorescence, top 10 moment. Going into the Everglades and playing hide and seek with a barred owl up in a tree. Top 10 moment. And I now look at Leland and go, this is top 10. And he knows what I mean. I've changed my rules. I've changed my lens. Because I decided that I wanted to have a top 10 life. So Michael Beckwith invites us to consider, what laws am I unconsciously living by? What laws am I unconsciously living by? You want to know how you know what those are? Another one of my favorite Michael Beckwith quotes: "You can't hide from your secret thoughts. You cannot hide from your secret thoughts because they keep showing up as your life." You cannot hide from your secret thoughts because they keep showing up as your life. So, what in your life brings discord? Look at that. Look at that. And then ask yourself, what choice, what decision, what law is in my head that is creating that? And awareness is the beginning of the change. Awareness is the beginning. Click. I think that this is what being awake really means. It means knowing that we have the freedom to determine what laws we live by in our head. It's not the conditions that we're in that determines that, no. Nothing out here tells me how I can live. Nothing. We'll talk more about that in a minute. What's in here determines the experience that I'm having. Not what's out here, what's up here. The decision that I make about what's out here, that determines the experience that I'm going to have of it. Yeah? Click. So he goes on in this chapter, and he talks about mature versus immature wanting. This was one of my favorite parts of this particular chapter. I hadn't heard it described, well, years ago when I read the book the first time, and the second time, and like the fourth time, but I had forgotten. You know how that goes. I had forgotten about this. This is pretty nifty, though. Click. Immature wanting says, what can I get? How do I fill what's missing? What do I need to possess? Immature wanting is about stuff. Immature wanting is saying that if I get fill in the blank, I will be okay. And it can be a person, it can be an item, often it's items. It's the idea that she or he with the most toys at the end of it wins. That's immature wanting. I want, I need. I'm going to pray to the universe that this happens. But if you think about like those top 10, not one of them is a thing. Not one of them. It's an experience. Stuff doesn't matter. That's kind of funny, because matter is stuff. Anyway. Sorry, I digress. It's a metaphysical joke, what can I say, you know? It's one of those things. It just hit me. Anyway. It's not about stuff. It never has been, it never will be. That is immature wanting. What is mature wanting then? Click. Mature wanting asks, what wants to emerge through me? What is life seeking to express as me? And how can my fulfillment bless others? What a great question. Aren't these great questions? Because we're in form to express something. We are here for good reason. There's order. That's one of the laws. There is order to this universe. If there was not order to this universe, the entire cosmos would explode. Nothing would hang together, would it? So we're here by divine appointment. We're here for a reason. We are here to be the person that we were sent here to be. And these these stinking laws get in the way, don't they? Absolutely. Because we need to be safe. We need to be safe in our little confined worlds. We need to be safe. We need to not hurt. Now, this is coming from a woman that's been in grief for the last 3 years. I know what hurt is, but that's different than this. I'm glad I got that grief. Do you know what that grief means? I loved my dad and my mom and my brother deeply. I'm lucky. Not everybody can say that. Grief is different. I'm here to say grief is different. I'm not going to not love because I had that grief. I'm going to love more. That's my law. I'm going to love more because if I get to have that grief again, I got to love that deeply again. Woo! That's awesome. That really is awesome. So mature wanting, ask these questions. It's kind of, we read these really interesting books in Ink and Insights, the first 2 books that we read, and it was about what happens to souls in between lives. And it got me asking different questions because the way that the author proposed that we come into this life is there's this body and it's got these ideas in it that's going to have an experience, and the soul says, sign me up. That's the body I want. And then it goes into that body. So, and I always thought prior to those books that the soul animated this thing, this vehicle. So it's kind of changed my perspective a little bit. I now believe this vehicle called shell came with a set of beliefs, came with a set of tendencies, came with genetics, and the soul chose to come along for the ride. And we're in partnership now. So my questions have changed. And my question has become, hey, soul, are we doing what you came here to do? If not, can you give me some ideas so that we can do it now? Because I'd really like to serve you because you breathe life into me. New questions. Yeah? Important questions for sure. Click.
Yes, I agree. When I lost my daughter, I was grieving, and I felt the grief, and I know what it's like, and but you learn through your experience of loss and being able to.
Yes, you do. Grief is good. Grief is good. One of my favorite lines, or it's a little section, in fact, I'm going to read you the section, is the thing about all of this is you can not separate yourself from yourself. In other words, the name of the section is You Cannot Divorce Yourself. You are the one person in this lifetime that you cannot get a divorce from. You are stuck with you. So how about we make it a more pleasant experience, right? So here's what he says at that particular section. Consider using this introspective exercise often. You are the only person you can't divorce. For the eternity that lies before you, you are going to be with yourself. If you're going to be with yourself just the way you are in this moment, will you be happy? Can you live with yourself throughout eternity just the way you are? Let your answer be a guide to the law of life that qualifies you to want to cultivate and the mental, let me read this with the emphasis on the right syllable. Let your answer be a guide to the laws of life and the qualities that you want to cultivate and the mental habit patterns you wish to transform. They're going to be with you, you can't divorce you, so let's make this a ride that you enjoy. Right? I think so. Click. So spiritual growth isn't self-rejection. We don't evolve by condemning ourselves. Self-hate has no place here. We evolve by becoming conscious of ourselves, by listening to ourselves, to listening to that voice and going, that thought doesn't serve me. Oh, wow, that's how it does. Let's do more of that. Let's build a partnership here between head and heart, between soul and body, between however you want to see it. Self, upper self, inner self, whatever works for you. It's radical honesty without self-condemnation. That is what spiritual growth and worth is all about. That's what being awake is all about. Click. So this is a great question. So what if our circumstances then aren't creating our consciousness, but it's revealing it? Because it is. You want to see what your secret thoughts are? Look around. You want to see what your not so secret thoughts are? Look around. They're showing up as your life. Right now. Right now. Good news, the good news, you get to change your thought whenever you want. And when you change your thought, you will have a new experience of yourself, and you will have a new experience of your life. Everything changes. Everything. Everything. Click. So, what if we were to ask ourselves different questions? Click. What law have I been living by that I didn't consciously choose? It's a good question, isn't it? What law have I been living by that I didn't consciously choose? Click. Now, Reverend Denise has this thing about giving an affirmation at the very end. So in playing along Reverend Denise's way, oh, by the way, she's doing really well. She sent me a text yesterday. She's in San Francisco, and she says it's wonderful but really cold. And I said, you have officially become a Florida girl. So this is good. This is good. She's here now, fully here. So I'm going to read this, and then we're going to read it together, yes? I am not bound by yesterday's beliefs. I awaken to deeper truth. I consciously choose the laws that govern my life. I release limitation, I welcome expansion, and I allow life to express itself fully through me. Are you guys in agreement with this? Yes. All right, let's read it with enthusiasm then. Ready? I am not bound by yesterday's beliefs. I awaken to deeper truth. I consciously choose the laws that govern my life. I release limitation, I welcome expansion, and I allow life to express itself fully through me. One more click. You guys were wondering, weren't you? The question on everybody's mind is, what would Ernest Holmes say? Great question. From How to Use Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes, page 2. Man is an individualized center of divine thought, and through him, the original thinker is finding a fresh starting point for its creative power. I'm going to repeat that because it's complex, but it's great. I love Ernest. Man is an individualized center of divine thought. And through him, the original thinker, cap O, cap T, and through him, the original thinker is finding a fresh starting point for its creative power. Therefore, without violating universal or natural laws, the mind of man steps in to specialize or make personal use of them. Man, then, is given power over his own life. He cannot alter the laws of nature, but he can so alter his relationship to them that which bound him may now free him. Choice, my friends. We are always at choice. So let's take this into prayer. So settling into the right here now. Knowing together there is one power, there is one presence, there is one life, there is one creative energy. It is energy. We are all energy. We're all made up of this God stuff. Here to express spirit as only we can do. We are co-creators with the divine. That means that we are love in full expression. We are joy in full expression. We are peace in full expression, if our laws allow it. And right here, right now, I know that in each and every one of us, something has been opened up. Something, an awareness has been piqued within each and every one of us. Something has been changed, something has been alkalized, something has shifted. Something has moved. And the result of that is that we do experience more freedom. There is such a deep awareness within us of anything that might be holding us from our good. And all that's holding us from our good drops to the no-thingness where it belongs. And right here and now, the good rushes forward because that's what good wants to do. That's what love wants to do. That's what joy wants to do. It wants to be experienced as only we can do it. So we are the gateway. We are wide open to experience a life of love, a life of joy, a life of prosperity and abundance of ways we hadn't even conceived of. And it is happening now. It is happening now. So I am just so grateful that all we need to do is speak the word, and it is done. The word has been spoken. It is indeed done, and I am grateful. I am grateful. So I invite you to anchor this with me by saying, and so it is. So be it. All right. So, thank you. Now is our time for conscious giving. So the ushers are going to come up and come around for those of us in the sanctuary here. There are lots of ways to give. You can give online. The easiest by far way to give is text to give. That number is 239-320-3820, and you just put in a dollar amount, and you're good to go. So I invite you to join me for our tithing affirmation here. You ready? Today, I know the activity of divine abundance is at work in my life and the life of this center. I give and receive generously as I live in the flow of bountiful good. All right.
That was an amazing message. Whew. Thank you. I even changed my song. Sometimes when I ponder it all, it don't make no sense. I can't find no rhyme, no reason. And sometimes when I try to love, they say it's not the place, the time, no season. But I know that they're wrong and that I've been right all along, and gonna keep on dreaming on. We'll keep on dreaming on. Dream with me. Lately I've been thinking about the days when I was a child, life so easy. Lately I've been praying that the ways of a child would come back to me. I know that it's hard, still I want to find that love of God, and I'm gonna keep on dreaming on. We'll keep on dreaming on. Never gonna give up the fight, never gonna give up my dreams. Never gonna take my eyes off the prize, no matter how dark it seems. Gonna get out of my own way, feel the magic deep inside of me. Feel it coming closer every day, and every morning I wake up a little more free. People say that I won't make the heights for which I'm reaching. But I know that they'd believe if they could see the prison walls I'm breaching. And I know that it's true, and I wanna just share my hope with you, and I'm gonna keep on dreaming on. Keep on dreaming on. Dream with me. Dream with me. Dream with me.
That was wonderful. Thank you, Bill. Thank you so much. Indeed. All right. So let's speak a word of blessing over all of these tithes and offerings. I know that each one of these tithes and offerings was given with an open heart, an open mind, an open field. And so this giving and receiving chain has been activated right here, right now. I know that the giver is blessed. I know that we as receivers are blessed. And I know that all of these gifts go forward and bless so many more. So I'm so grateful and thankful for each and every one. And so it is. All right, so embrace, 2 J's in July now, wow. Okay, you know what that is? That's her shivering up there in San Francisco. That's what that is. You're seeing what's happening. It's July, and yeah, 512. Oh, Denise, I love you. Embrace the goo. What a great topic that's tonight, streamed live on Facebook and YouTube from 6 to 6:30, live from San Francisco. All right. We have Affirmative Boot Camp coming up, Affirmative Prayer Boot Camp. So if you'd like to learn more about our prayer process, Please join us for our affirmative prayer boot camp, 3 sessions beginning August 8th. They'll be Saturday mornings from 10 to 12, 75 big ones. Nobody will be turned away though, and that will be facilitated by Reverend Denise. So be sure to do that. Affirmative prayer will change your life. It helps to rewrite those laws in your head. All right. And as Denise has been talking about, the concert of the year is this coming Friday night, guys. This coming Friday night, 6:30 to 8. $25 includes food and beverage. If you want to live stream it, you can get a link for that for $15. Jesse and Amy will be here live, so please, please, please purchase your tickets today because we need to have a head count for food. So please purchase your tickets for this event today and join us here on Friday night. And I think that's it. The practitioners and I will be up here for 1-minute miracles right after celebration. If you'd like to have said affirmative prayer, please come and see one of us, and we would be happy to do that with you. In the meantime, I invite you all to stand and join us in our closing song. Once again,
I relax, let go, release and surrender. I relax, let go, release and surrender. I
Yes, so taking a moment to say a final blessing, knowing each and every one of us has been blessed by coming together here. We are uplifted, up-leveled, and changed, and so it is. Have a great